I've laid out 5 tips of everything to think about before you start beginner adult ballet. So follow me here, let's go. Hi, I'm Cheryl Ale. I'm the founding director of RPM, Revolutionary Principles of Movement. I am teaching dancers and teachers to be the very best that they can be. This is ballet for everybody, you know. This is what we do. What are those 5 things I bet you're asking as an adult? I hope there's adult, because this is for adults only right here. So find out how, all right? Well, believe me, it's going to be G-rated. Come on, let's go this way. Okay, hi, so here we are, the top 5 things that adults need to know before they start ballet. Okay, this is beginner ballet. So here we have Madeline and we have Adriana. Okay, these are professional dancers. This is what we all aspired to be, but if you're an adult and you have never danced before, then I want you to think about this first. It's only 3 things that you're going to have to master, only 3 things, but these 5 helpful hints here will put everything in perspective. If we do posture, you think about ballet as posture, placement, and body usage. That's all it is. It's posture and it's placement and it's body usage. It's very simple to think of it that way, okay? But as an adult, you're going to expect so much of yourself. But the beauty of being an adult is the fact that you have gotten to your full mature state physically, okay? So physically you've stopped growing, which is a beautiful thing, but at the same time, you then have a better control of your body. So your expectations can be that you will have more control of your posture if you understand how to align your body a lot better. Now, the other piece of it is, if there's any teenagers watching right now, it's a whole different instruction and 5 tips for you. So if you're on this channel, go ahead and switch over to teens who need to know about what to do before they start ballet. So that's my first tip, and there were several tips in there. But the thing about expectations, that don't expect yourself to be wonderful all at once. Your whole life you've walked around in life, and maybe you've done some sports, and maybe you've done some kind of other artistic endeavor. Well, all it has to do with is your brain figuring this out. So if you're right-brained or left-brained, ballet, when done correctly, there's an oscillating piece where it brings it all together. So it's going to take at least 2 or 3 times a week for an entire year to really understand how to bring all of that together habitually in your body. So we're all a bunch of walking habits. That's all we are. But do you have the potential? Yes, and that's what RPM is. It is bringing you to your greatest potential, right? So that's the one piece of that. So the other piece is talking about how would I first align my posture in such a way, okay, that I could then step in and do a plie? Or how do I even find my balance? What's my placement? And then how am I going to use my body, okay? So the posture piece is this. Again, we're going to have these zippers. You have got to only walk around before you even start is understand how to zip your abdominals, right? And so the girls will show you this. If you're just standing, you're going to zip from the mid-sternum, and the top of the pubic bone zips all the way to the center. And what that does, and you can walk around every day and zip just to the center of the abdomen. What this does for you, if you're walking around like this every day, you're aware of your physical nature at that point. So that awareness piece is the first piece, awareness, anticipation. So when you're aware of what's happening with your body all the time, then that's the first piece of learning. So you have now perked your intelligence. So the second piece is placement. So we'll talk about balance point, okay? Now with the balance point, there is just one place. Now do you know where your balance point is, Madeline?
Oh gosh, actually, my core?
Yes, that's right. It's right here. And if you were to stand in first position, understanding where your balance point is, if you just went directly down to right here, that's where it falls. Right? And see, they're still learning. They're professional dancers, and there's things that they do automatically now, but it's a lifetime of learning. That's the piece that's amazing. So what are we on? We have 3, we have 4, and we are going to do some stretches. If we think about the first thing you want to do is, okay, so you've zipped up, you have posture, you have placement, you kind of know where your balance point is, but the first thing you're going to do is loosen up your body. You have got to do some kind of stretch. So we have this beautiful set of exercises called the Therapeutic bar that succinctly stretches out your backs of your legs, your feet, your stomach, every joint in your body is loosened up and lubricated, and that piece of it is what I really want you to tune into if you're a beginner adult, because once you do this, and if you did this every day on your own, you would actually see a change in your body. This was devised by physical therapists and dance scientists in 1963. And so this is something that would help you tremendously. So I think I've just about covered this. On the fifth one would be that we are the movement, the movement motivation. So dance is about movement motivation. Here at RPM, right? And we're going to show you some lovely, lovely, lovely movement here. It's always about the motivation of movement. We don't teach just picture to picture. Madeline, go ahead and show tendus en croix just with the picture and no movement motivation. Tendu, just single en croix. No movement motivation. Good, go ahead. Say okay. Now, of course you can do that, right? But what we teach is the motivation before the movement. So if you understand how to do that, we will break that down into circular patterns and energy patterns in the body. So now, Adriana and Madeline will do a tendu. Let's do a tendu and a pas de cheval, and doing with some backward circle and some two-way energy. So these are some of the things that will help you master taking a beginner adult ballet sooner, to motivate before the movement and not stagnate your body. So here we are, go ahead. And tendu and tendu. See, it's a difference. You see the difference? There's a movement motivation that's almost seamless, you see. So if you did like a ton lié and ton lié, there's a whole nother movement motivation. Or let's just do balances. Let's just do face the camera, and we will do just balance and piqué up and balance. So working body, posing body. So balance, piqué, arabesque to the right, balance, piqué, arabesque to the left. How's that? So here's the movement motivation. There is a backward circle going, balance, piqué, arabesque, see? And mastering when the energy begins, balance, piqué, arabesque. Perfect. Beautiful. So ultimately, wouldn't we all just want to be as beauteous as these girls? So that is it. Those are my tips. Thank you so much for being here. And please join us for Adult Beginner Ballet. Thank you. Are you feeling ready to begin ballet as an adult? Wow. Okay. Do you have any other questions or concerns before you take the plunge? Well, if you do, we'd love to hear from you. So please put your comments right here, right here. We love to help each other because, of course, I'm an adult. I'm an adult already. Sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes. Most of the time. If this is your first time to the channel, we would love if you subscribed. This channel is all about adults helping you, adults helping adults. You dance better. But this is for you also, the teachers and the students, to help teach adults. Again, hit the subscribe button below and we'll see you next time. Pause it.